Hey guys, it's Kusi. Welcome to episode 4 of baiting you into believing I did keys I didn't actually do. This 0 to Hero Demo Warlock edition, in which I grind up my way to 3k rating without friends, extra gold, radio connection, and seemingly no guild because this server is dead as hell.
Oh, he did!
In the last episode, we dipped our nasty undertoes into the slightly deeper water of +10s, in which we figured out that I am indeed not ready for Mechagon at all. Fitting for the dungeon, I was trash! But we ultimately gotten 4 out of 8 portals, which is a step closer to Keystone Hero, and because that was only the beginning of the actual grind, we got something cooked up today. Not only will we try to get all the remaining 10s done, but we also will have a stacked vault primed up for us. And after some more upgrades in the shape of some crafted items, we are finally attempting our first +12 of the series, and actually my only second +12 this entire season.
You're joking.
Yeah, I only did 1 so far. That's gonna be fun. So without any further ado, make sure to grab a drink, get comfy and enjoy the episode that made me realize that the struggle has just begun and that the struggle often comes in form of a Beastmaster. First of all, I kinda start to feel bad about the Beastmaster bashing I usually promote, but boy, you have seen nothing yet. So I teased in the beginning, we ended up with the +12 Theater of Pain after 2 chesting our Priory 10. And what can I tell you? I obviously didn't do it.
You're a liar! You're a liar!
Look man, I know some of you will call me a
Pussy!
but the truth is, I don't want to come unprepared, even if it's my own key. I don't want to be the dude that bricks it. So I need to get reps in, which means we lock ourselves into a painful theater with my 2 arch enemies this season, Prot Paladin and BM Hunt. Oh boy. And here's something you need to help me understand real quick. Sure, we don't need to skip the last mini-boss, even though I kinda recommend that since this one is an absolute pain to play. But why on earth would you pull Salve when one player is offline? Are you dumb?
I don't know, Jeff.
Like for real, are you stupid?
I don't know, Jeff.
What happens when, not if, when both of your DPS will be sent down and you got nobody killing the banner? Yeah, that happens. I swear man, it's tanks. 9 out of 10 tanks are just zack ride or dies it seems. What's even more frustrating is that the tank, heal and the druid were pre-mates. So you're telling me they couldn't somehow communicate that the druid will return just seconds after us pulling? Come on bro, stop griefing other people's keys with dumb decisions. Eventually we were able to continue through this, and so I got just one thing to show you. Apparently whenever you enter those portals in the Lich boss area, your imps disappear. Sort of. So make sure you at least use Power Siphon before you get through. Other than that, we had no more casualties till the last boss. Luckily still timing this, but man, this was unnecessary. What's also necessary was the key lag I got right after. We did get a Dark Flame Cleft next, which is okay, even though I timed that one before. But then we got Mechagon, which I also didn't need. And then we got Dark Flame again.
Unlucky.
Yay. But being balls deep into the grind rewards you eventually, and so I got the key I was excited for, as it's a nice one for Demolock, the Brewery. Big ass pulls very often, while we just got passive cleave non-stop. Hell yeah baby. So one thing to note here is, I know some of you got mad about it, but I didn't really use Implosion. I just now, and when I say now I mean 1 week after the recording of this footage, learned when to use it, as I didn't really have clear instructions. So I'll give you the information that I received, while I will tell you, do as I say, not as I do. Apparently you wanna yeet those bastards as soon as you have 6 or more of them, if there are at least 3 targets. The damage is highly reduced if you have 10 mobs sitting there, and because their cast is just single target, apparently it's smart to use it on 3 or more targets. Now you know, do better than me. Unfortunately this hunter was out of his mind. 2 marksmen probably ain't the play for a class that needs a little bit of ramping. But we need to make it work, that's for sure. See what I mean? I was pumping quite nice, but I had to move so much, and then this hunter was just clapping cheeks like he's at a Diddy party. Again, don't be like me. If the cast that slows you goes through, you can use your teleport in order to cleanse yourself of the movement impairing effect, such as slow. We have that baseline from our ability, and with Soul Edged Circle, we even get some mad movement speed. I need to use this a lot more for sure. But what can I tell you? This run was good. I think it's the first time I did over 3 mil DPS, but this hunter was just out of control, man. And hey, he's on hero. Cool. Only 490 to go. This also marks the end of the week, which means we got a vault primed up and ready to bless us with something juicy. Triple myth after all. Luckily, there was only one item that was interesting enough for my liking, which were the haste mastery hands. I will keep those as a non-set for now, cause the stats are quite solid. Then another upgraded form of crafted wrists. With that, we stand at 657 item level. Fun! Yet that's where the fun ended. Well, for me. For you, it's gonna be a fun ride. I was calling this out prior to the season and I stand by it till this day. Theater of Pain is the worst designed dungeon to be played in a fortified and tyrannical scenario. What's also just borderline stupid is that these damn orbs from the Ascension affix are either bugged or they just love to cuck you. Look at this shit. 10 are spawning, I'm starting to cast Shadow Fury, 3 of those orbs within my stun range just disappear, probably from damage of the adds, and then the boss has 3 stacks, which means 30% damage reduction. I hate this affix, man, it's so stupid. But that's just me ranting. The annoying part for me was the final wing. Pulling Ghosts and the Big Guardian is very common and it's okay, as long as the guy with the decurse gets a dispel off. It's playable. Any moment now. Any second now. And not using the curse became a very prominent issue we have. I thought the mage isn't decursing because usually that's who to blame for that. Turns out it was healer who didn't do it. By the last platform I got so mad. I wanted to keep the curse that puts Fear Puddle under you and just run behind the healer till he does something about it. But I decided for a better judgment. This was horrific, man. We pulled slow, occasionally did bad damage, missed a kick or two, missed 12 or 13 decurses, just an overall team effort to be ass. And now I receive a +9 for my trouble. But hey, I only need 2 more dungeons for the +10 bracket, so as long as it's not Motherload or Floodgate. I hate my life. Guess how long it took me to find a party for this shit? Wrong. 27 minutes.
Damn.
Guess how long the run went? Wrong. 6 minutes. At least I got decent players for the 8 afterwards, so we 2-chested. But wait.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Well, I did play that off stream, because I was getting a little bit tilted, not gonna lie. And this run went similar. We cleared 2 wings downstairs, entered the lich area with 1 death, came out with 6. But at least it's not 13. But during this run, my intel let me know that there's a way that you, as a Warlock, are even more useful than usually in Theater of Pain. And when I say intel, I mean Saloon. She also does WoW related videos, so check her out right after the video, will you? Yes, sir! But back to the topic. You see, you got a talent that nobody plays called Horrify, which simply makes sure that every mob you fear doesn't go into BM pet mode and pulls out the dungeon. Instead, it stands still. And for some damn reason it behaves similar to Demon Hunters in Prison or Rogue Zap, as you can use this as a skip tool for the first pack. Other CCs like Sheep, Frog or Paralysis will still make you body pull when you run past them. But this actually works. I tested it. Next time when the party is like, oh, we can't skip this, we have no priest or Demon Hunter, because nobody plays Rogue anyways, I'd be like, don't worry babe, I got you. And they'd be like, oh yeah. Oh man, I need help. But because I felt confident and a bit horny after timing the dungeon as top DPS, I was ready for the next chapter beyond 10. 11. Baby steps, man. Baby steps. And we got Priory. Now, not that I know it personally, but I've been informed that Priory is in fact one of the harder dungeons on 12 and above. Which makes sense as it still has a rather tight timer and once you enter 12, the death count will be a lot worse than now. So happy to have it on 11 instead. Big W. I made sure I got everything I need. A Demon Hunter, which is good for Silence and Chain Sigil, a Shaman, which got Bloodlust, a Short Kick, good on demand healing as well as an Incap Totem for the affix, a Hunter for, well, Pew Pew, since we got Bloodlust already, and a Paladin for a second combat rest, just in case I may be dirt nap. And both of these DPS are also quite tanky, which is not that bad either. So we did the more common big pull, including the first mini-boss, and nobody died. Yeah right, like you believed me for a second here. But then something funny, or even lucky, happened. You see, I'm used to traveling with the gateway lowering your body pull range. You know, back in my days. Apparently it doesn't. So I just clipped the archers we skipped, they aggroed me, I died, and then they just reset it. I was in the middle of our party when that happened. That's crazy. Yet we survived my attempt to be the imposter, and so we go ham on my favorite boss. This dude is awesome, because the damage you do to the secondary lieutenant also counting for the main boss. This is a perfect cleave for us to pull through. All of our AoE happens passive anyways from our single target rotation, besides implosion. So we are pumping on this bitch and I love every second of it.
Oh my god, I love it. I f***ing love it!
Last thing I will show you about the dungeon was me pumping my nuts off during a pull. There are scary packs in this room, so I was on my A game to help interrupting, stunning and blasting. Red paladins hate this trick. We timed it quite comfortable. I got a signet which drops on almost every run I do, and I traded it away like a good girl. And so I had a plus 12 in my bag with the absolute intent to play it. The problem though, it was motherload. Why is that a problem? Well, I only got a 6 timed on it. And I'm gonna be honest, if I'd apply to a plus 12 key, I won't apply to the guy that hasn't timed this shit on 10 at least. So I legit tried. For a while. Almost 40 minutes-ish. Till I decided to do the 10 instead, and it just makes more sense. So after some kicking, some pumping, some banishing, and some raging about the damn orbs blowing up for no reason, we finished the key easy peasy one chest, and Lord Ian blessed us with the holiest of black troll racism.
They're pretty black. We're gonna kill them.
Got it.
As we actually got the final key I'm missing for my plus 10 brackets. Floodgate. I came to like Floodgate, man. Boss fights are fun, different, and trash pulls are big. We completely ran through this key. Neat overall, and we managed to 2-chest this puppy, which leads me with an actual 12 mecha gun and no more excuses. All 10s timed, which by the way is the reason you're gonna see me do plus 10 community keys on the lock every now and then. So we enchanted all of our remaining gear. Speaking of, item level 664, crafted ring, partied up with gamers that all had timed plus 12s before, and we send it.
Bruh.
What can I tell you, man, the tank was trolling a bit. Dying on first pull with 1 mil HPS, which, well, it's not that much even for a monk, and dampen harm up. Then overpulling on the dogs, so people occasionally got one-tapped. I meanwhile had an argument with my viewers about Demolock not going for imp during the dog trash for the spells. And then our BM hunter got first packed, and then packed up by the arguably easiest mechanic only mopeds die on. And I know what I'm talking about here. Then I had to whip out the summoning stone cause, well, yeah. And then came the American Garden with bombs, gun turrets and all kind of deadly attractions. But first, quick tip here. If you rock Reprise and you do the higher keys, you should consider to CC the little guy that creates those funny little yellow barriers for the pack after the boss. You know, the double spiders. With that thing, you make that pack so insanely easy it's not even funny. And another tip I didn't know, which I got from the NDI earlier this week, you can stun those gun turrets. So my kick was finally more useful than others. God bless America and the gun turrets. But of course, it's not a secret that this key is gone.
You're joking.
So we overpulled some more trash, cause why not? I was asking why we pull everything since it's a 12, and he gave me the "oh, take yourself" kind of answer, and so we finished the run with 22 deaths. Juicy 7-minute overtime, cool stuff. And let's talk about the BM Hunter's damage. My god, really? You want to play 12s with that? Maybe the one button playstyle can't be here soon enough. And yet we ain't gonna end here, cause your boy was grinding to get another shot at glory, another shot at the first plus 12, and we got Rookery. Perfect. Easy dungeon, only 3 bosses. Oh yeah, and look how much overall I was ending on the Priory key leading up to this. I'm telling you, I get the hang of this shit. But back to the dungeon, pretty much the same comp as we did our plus 11 Priory on, but one big difference. Instead of a pumping marksman, we got this dude. Are you f***ing kidding me, man? You know what? No more BM Hunter. In a time where marksman is doing so much damage, why would I even invite any Beastmaster players? No more. Gone. Banned. You are dead to me. Prot Paladins gone, and so are Beastmasters. Oh yeah, you guessed it. We bricked the shit out of this key. God, 3k was such a brilliant idea now, wasn't it?